All right, good evening, good night, good morning, good afternoon, depending on the place you are by watching us. So we want to continue on where we stop. We stop on a particular number, I think number 3. Let me just continue with it. So on the SAT solutions, SAT question solutions. So I quickly want to brush the number once again. I want to redo it in order to give us a formal knowledge of it. Good. All right, let's start. We have the question that says, if x raised to power a raised to power 2 over x raised to power b raised to power 2 is equal to 16. Yes. It's equal to x raised to power 16. Sorry. X raised to power of 16. And x is greater than 1. Also, x plus b is equal, a plus b is equal to 2. Now, what is the value, or let's say what is a minus b? That's the question before us. So let's quickly, this is where we stopped the other time. So it's if x raised to power a raised to power 2 over x raised to power b raised to power 2 is equal to x raised to power 16, and x is greater than 1. Likewise, at the same time, a plus b is equal to 2. What is a minus b? Solution. Let's quickly dabble through it and give us the right procedure. Solution. Now, this is what we are going to have here. Sorry, I love using plenty of different kind of marker. Why doing this? So we'll be having, since they have the same base, we apply the law of indices. That is going to be what? S raised to power a raised to power 2 minus b raised to power 2 all equal x raised to power 16. Now they have the same base, likewise, both left and right hand. Then we equate the indices. Hence, we have 2 a raised to power 2 minus b raised to power 2 is equal to 16. Let's not forget that this in mathematics is known as difference of two squares, which can be related as a plus b into a minus b equals 16. That's the meaning. Okay, from there, but we have been given that a plus b is 2. Then we substitute anywhere we see a plus b. That is to say, 2 into a minus b will give us 16. Divide both sides by 2, we have a minus b to be equal to 8. So that means a minus b, according to the question, is 8. Kindly watch and watch and watch and watch. You can drop your comments, or you have any other opinion, you let me know. So that's it. Given the condition s is greater than 1 and a plus b is this. So a plus b is 2. Substitute 2 here. If you expand it, this time this you have this time this you have minus d, this you have plus d, cancel out, and this time this we have this. So it's still the same. So when you substitute 2 here, you have it to 16. Divide both sides by this 2, then you have a minus b to be 8. So finally, our answer is a minus b equal 8. Very correct. So let's quickly get the second question of the line. Let's get the second question of the line. So each question we won't spend more than 3 minutes on them, or 2 minutes, but I'm promising you that we understand everything again. So we have the square root of 2x plus 6 plus 4 equal x plus 3. So what is the solution set of the equation above. What is the solution set for this? If that is the case, then we take this to the other side. We have solution 2x plus 6 equal x minus 1. That's taking 4 to the other side. That's 3 minus 4 give you x minus 5. Square both sides now. 2x plus 6 square both sides. Square the right hand side as well. So this we go with this. We have 2x plus 6 equal, when you square this, we have x squared minus 2x plus 1. So repeating this twice. So x times x, we have this x times minus 1 minus x minus 1 times x, we have minus x, making minus 2x minus 1 times minus 1, we have this. To collect like time, bring all of them to the right side. We have what? 0 will be here left. We are moving everybody here. We have x squared minus 4x minus 5. So factorizing this is quadratic. That is x squared minus 4x minus 5. Likewise also equal to 0. Left hand is equal to the right hand side the same. So now, if we factorize this time this, we have like the method I taught you in the other video. This multiplied by this, we have minus 5x squared. So look for the two factors of minus 5x squared, that when you add it together, it's going to give you minus 4x. And those two factors of minus 5 are just what? Minus 5 plus x. Minus 5x plus x, or minus 5 plus 1. So that will give you. So if you do that, like this is what I'm saying. That's x squared minus 5 plus x minus 5x minus 5. This is your resolution. Because this and this will give you this. So when you factorize, we have x into what? X plus 1. And this is going to be minus 5. Minus 5 into x plus 1. So in this context, we have x. Let me continue from up there. So in this context, we'll be having x. We'll be having x plus 1 into what? X minus 5 equals 0. So we have x equal 5 or x equal minus 1. So these are the two solutions for x, 5 and minus 1. These are the two sets of solution. And you can also say minus 1 for 5, your choice. These are the two sets of solution that comes. So anyway, as we have said, but as some of you that have been following me or as my students, you will have understood that from here we don't really solve, because we have the trick to it. So once we get the two factors, we have said it's minus 5 and plus 1. We just change the sign. That's going to be 5 and minus 1. That's all. Since the coefficient of this is just 1, so you don't have problem from that place. So let's quickly go to the next question. The next question. So I know how to factor those questions to make it so precious and time preserved without consuming much of our time. So let's go to the next question. The next question says if g of x is equal to 2x minus 1 and h of x is equal to 1 minus g of x. So the function g and h are defined above. What is the value of, if g of x is this, what is the value? What is the value of h of 0? So this is what they want us to find. What is the value of h of 0? I think that is not a question anyway. But let's still solve this. Solution. So when we have this and we are giving this, so that means to say from the second talk, we have h of x, which is the same thing as 1 minus g of x. What is g of x? G of x is what? 2x minus 1. Then we have h of x becoming what? 1 minus 2x plus 1, which is the same thing as 2 minus 2x. Now, h of the 0 will now become what? 2 minus 2 into 0, which is equivalent to 2. So that's why I say it's not really a question. Everybody can navigate his or her way to that. So that's it. Another one is this. Another one is this. Another one is this. So I quickly want to do those simple one before I move to gradually. Another one is this here. X squared plus x minus 12 equals to 0. Say if Q is the solution to this, if Q is a solution of the equation above, and if Q is the solution and Q is greater than 0, what is the value of Q? What's the value of Q? That's the question. Solution then. You know, I told you that as my co-students, my co-viewers, that you don't need to solve this. What you just need to do is multiply this and this. That's minus 12x square minus 12x square. Then we have plus x, or you say coefficient 1 and you bring coefficient down. 1 times this, that's minus 12 and 1. What are the two things you can multiply together to get minus 12 and 1? Now let's invite that trick. Minus 12 and 1, that's good. So I'm going to have 4 and minus 3. So once I multiply these two, it's going to give me minus 12. And when I add these two times plus, when I times it, I'm going to have minus 12. When I add this, I'm going to have 1. That's plus 1. So this one I'm going to have, if I have x, introduce x or introduce x, I'm going to have x squared, and I'm going to have x. So either if I like I can put it, if I like I won't put it. So now let's assume this are things we got. So what we just do, as we have said earlier, that we will not need, that we won't need to solve, we just transform the sign. That means my first answer is going to be minus 4 and my second answer is going to be 3. But don't forget this condition. They say these are cubes. These are cubes. These are cubes. Yeah. This is Q. This too is Q. So if that is the stock according to the condition to that question, then my Q is 3. Because I was told that Q is greater than 0 and minus 4 is not up to 0. So that's just the final answer. You can watch and watch. You can also do what we did here and the other one. So by what? After we have gotten that 3, you can go further by saying, after we have gotten that 3 now, you can go further. I don't want the video to be too long, so that's why. You can go further and say x squared, alright, plus 4x minus 3x minus 12 equals 0. Then you can follow this way, x into x plus 4 minus 3 into x plus 4. So we have this, and we have x minus 3 and x plus 4. Then if you have these two, you equivalent it to 0. So x is equal to 3 or minus 4. The same thing like I was saying, no difference. So then let's quickly move to this question that we've seen before. We've seen it before, even on this platform. But I think we were not able to elaborate it. I just go by it in one way and I use it for a short video. You see, if I want it to be on that long video now so I can learn it properly. If 2a over b, if 2a over b is equal to 1 over 2, then find a over b. I think this is pretty simple for GSS2 students. One, what we did in that video is that we cross multiply and we say we have 4a is equal to b. Then we divide both sides by what? B. So we have 4a over b is equal to 1. Then we divide both sides by 4. We have a over b is equal to 1 over 4. This is fairly good. Another way we can run this faster is by looking at it. We have what? 2a over b equal 1 over 2. Then divide both sides by, since we are looking for, since we want a over b, then what is disturbing a over b already? This is a over b now. So that's 2. We divide both sides by 2. So we can have a over b is equal to 1 over 2 divided by what? 1 over 2, which is what? 1 over 4. So that's it. We can have it that way. It's a very simple something. It's a 2 seconds question. So without even cross multiplying and be doing, or so then we just giving themselves problem by even solving before they solve it. It's still the same. All you can solve, you can solve. Like here now you have what? B to be equal to D. Then anywhere you substitute that, you still have your B weights. So anyway, that's just it. So let's quickly move to some strengthening questions. Questions that can give value to us, that we can enjoy. Strengthening question. Yeah, that's it. So we have this done. Then we move to this. We say the sum of minus 2x squared plus x plus 30 and they say sum and 3x squared plus 7x minus 8 can be written in the form a